Our next guest has been in the spotlight recently for his very public divorce from Real Housewife Adrienne Maloof, and that attention isn't about to fade anytime soon.
That's because we're just a little more than a week away from the premiere of season 3 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know, and it's expected to be the most dramatic season yet. We want to welcome Dr. Paul Nassif to our studio. Good to have you here.
Well, nice to meet both
Welcome
of you.
to New York, right? It's good to have you here on the show. I do follow the Real Housewives.
Do you? I know you do. She's my go-to.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so what's
All
happening?
things Real
'Cause I don't know.
Housewife. It was good to see you on the show, though, because a lot of the men are starting to make more appearances on the show. It used to be all about the women. Now you see the men at the forefront. How much do you like doing the show overall? Is it fun? Is it work?
I think obviously it still is about the women, and doing the show is it can be trying at times, but it could also be fun at times. It just depends.
What is it like, I mean, obviously right now you're going through a very difficult time, but what is it like having the cameras on you and going through highs and lows very publicly, and knowing when something comes out of your mouth, it's going on TV?
They're going to catch everything, and you have to just basically always consider that with whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
No matter what you're doing at home or out, and that's something that you always just have to watch what you're doing. That's it.
You're obviously going through a very, well, I say public divorce. You see it on the tabloids. You see it everywhere, but you're not able to speak on it. How difficult is it, though, to see people writing and saying things about your situation, whether it's true or not, and keep your mouth closed?
Well, yeah, you're right. Adrienne and I have signed something that we really can't talk about which we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because remember, everything is about the children. That's what it's supposed to be. And, so we really can't talk about that. But obviously with anything, things can be very, very, very difficult, just like you would expect if you were in that situation.
And you just wrapped another season, is that correct?
Yeah, I think we finished a few months ago.
Okay, so can you give us any kind of a clue as to what's coming up? I saw in one of the trailers.
He's already shaking his head, just a tidbit,
just a little bit, I have to ask.
We're doing it for the children,
For the
Doc.
kids.
Come on, the kids want to know.
Hopefully the children are out watching this.
No, I saw someone's house when it was going up in flames. Was that your house?
You know what, I cannot. You have to watch it, and you have to watch the show.
You shoot, but you don't really know what's going to actually end up.
I absolutely do
that
not.
Season, right?
What's your relationship like with the other members of the cast then? I mean, you have your own life, you have your practice, but do you interact with those people socially when the cameras are off?
Sure. I mean,
Really?
we all do. Most of us are friends, and we get along sometimes, and sometimes we don't. Just like with anything else.
Right.
Suzanne Somers was on the show the other day, and she mentioned that she kind of, sort of got caught up in one of the tapings. Remember, she was at someone's home.
Suzanne
and she
Somers
realized
was there,
they were
and then the cameras were there.
Yeah. And then
Did she bring you a thigh master?
No, that's what she has, a thigh master, huh?
She does, indeed.
No, actually I wasn't around for that, so I have
you
no
weren't.
clue.
Okay, what about NeNe Leakes? Because there's rumors that she might be showing up Real Housewives when you were shooting. Did you see her?
You know, and I've seen her in L.A. I ran
She
into her
lives in-
actually last week because I know she's doing a show out there.
Right.
And but I have no clue about that either.
So what do you think about the other men? Let's focus on the men on the other franchises.
let's
'Cause
focus on
Real
the men.
Housewives of New Jersey, those guys are really out there in terms of being on camera and being very vocal. Are you friends with them? Do you talk with them? Do you have any opinions?
Yeah,
on
the New Jersey guys, I know most of them, and they're great guys. And they're very, very funny. They're great guys, and so are the wives.
And you met everybody as a result of the show.
Well, I didn't meet everybody, but yeah, I mean, when you come to some of the events in New York, especially, you get together.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're real
I'm
fun
telling you
people.
what, he could hold CIA secrets.
I was just gonna say.
And they'd be safe. He's like, I can't tell you about my divorce.
He's good.
No, I can't tell you what's coming up. But you know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to keep Dr. Nassif on because when we come back, he's going to talk about what he does best, which is cosmetic procedures. We're going to find out, especially for guys,
Yeah.
Yes.
what the go-to procedures are. So stay tuned.